All right, so my name is Preston Black, and this is my ITL 516 video. Today we will be doing a lesson on rounding 2-digit and 3-digit numbers to the nearest 10. And joining me today are my son's stuffed animals. We have Chase, which for this lesson's purposes will be the lesser 10. We have Olaf, which will be the greater 10. And we have Buzz right here, which will represent the actual integer or number that we are using to round. Okay, so before we get going, when rounding 2-digit or 3-digit numbers, if the number ends in a 4 or less, okay, it's going to be going over to our buddy Chase over here, which is the lesser number, right? If Buzz here ends in 5 or more, right, we're going to be moving over to our greater number, which is Olaf. So we are going to be looking at a few different numbers and seeing which way Buzz would move. Would Buzz move closer to Olaf over here? Sorry. Or will Buzz round down and go over to Chase? Okay. So remember, when we are looking at the numbers, we are not looking at the first digit in the number. So if we're using 2-digit numbers and 3-digit numbers, the first digit's number does not matter when rounding, right? We are only looking at the last digit's number. If it's 4 or more, we're going towards our buddy Chase. If it's 5 or more, we're going towards Olaf. Okay, so Buzz is going to represent a few numbers, and we are going to decide, is Buzz going towards Chase or is Buzz going towards Olaf? Okay, so our first number that we're going to be using is, it's a little hard to see, but it's 37. Okay, so if we are looking at 37 and we're trying to round to the nearest 10, right, we are not looking at the first digit. We are not looking at the 3. We are instead looking at the 7. So with the 7 is greater, right, than 4. So if anything is greater than 4 means that we are rounding up. So in this instance, 37 would round over to Olaf over here, which is the greater number. So we have Mr. Lightyear cozying up with Olaf because we are rounding up. So 37 would round to 40, right? Because the last digit was greater than 5. Okay, so let's put him back. And our next number is going to be 943. Okay, so now we're going up to a 3-digit number. Okay, but just like the 2-digit number, we are only focused on the last digit, right? So in a 3-digit number, we are looking at the third digit in order to see which way we are rounding to our nearest 10. So for this instance, our number is 943. Okay, so I know we have a new place, a new hundreds place, but we're not focused on that, right? We are going to the third digit, the ones digit in this number. Okay, so if 943, so 3 is less than 4, correct? Yes, so if anything less than 4 is rounded down to our buddy Chase over here. Okay, so Mr. Lightyear would round down to 940. All right, so because the digit was less than 4, we rounded down. Okay, good job, Buzz. So our next number that we are going to be working with is 45. Okay, so 45. Now, when working with these numbers, right, we know that 45, so 5 means that it's halfway between 40 and 50, right? So it's halfway between 40, which is Chase over here, and 50, which is Olaf over here. So how do we know which way to go? Okay. We know that if a number ends in anything less than 5, we are rounding down, right? If a number ends in 1 or 0, 1, 2, or 3, or 4, we are rounding down to Chase over here. Even though the 5 means that the number is in the middle of the two, the 5 always means that we round up to Olaf over here. Okay, so 45 rounds to 50, which would be our next nearest 10, right? Our next nearest 10 would be 50. Okay, very good. So our buddy Buzz over here gets right next to Olaf, right? Turns into 50. Okay, so our next and last number that we're going to go with is 155. Okay, so once again, we have a number ending in a 5. Okay, now instead of a 2-digit number, we have a 3-digit number. Okay, and we are rounding to the nearest 10. We're not worried about the hundreds. We're not rounding to the hundreds here. We're rounding to the nearest 10. So once again, if the number ends, right, we're looking for that 3rd digit, the last digit in the number. We're seeing if it's between 0 and 4 and 5 and 9, right? So between 0 and 4, or 1 and 4, we're rounding down. If it's between 5 and 9, we're rounding up. So in this case, Buzz is 155, has 155 Martians on his planet, right? So therefore, we are going to make our way over to Mr. Olaf, because 155 rounds to 160. Okay, we're rounding up. So Buzz ends up with Mr. Olaf over here. And just to review, if the number ends in the numbers 0 through 4, or 1 through 4, then we are rounding down to Chase. If the last digit of the number is 5 through 9, we're rounding up to our buddy Olaf. All right, thanks.